Discovering Sri Lanka Friendship Ride 2015 cycle tour, jointly organized by Sri Lanka and Malaysia, was flagged off in Colombo recently. Sri Lanka Minister Naveen Disa Nayaki and Malaysian High Commissioner in Sri Lanka Azmi Zainuddin were the chief guests.
So I believe this will be more beneficial for both of our country. There will be also people-to-people contact, and they will know the Sri Lankan culture as well. The Sri Lankan can know Malaysian culture, and this program is not the last program. In fact, this is the second, and they are coming again.
The 12-day cycle tour organized for the second time in succession with the aim of further strengthening friendship between the two countries. Cyclists of Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, China, Nepal, South Africa, Europe and Australia participated in the cycling tour. Another objective was to promote the tourism industry between Sri Lanka and other countries, including Malaysia. BMW Motor Company and Harley-Davidson Company provided bicycles for the cycle tour. The ride covered Puttalam, Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa, Pasikuda, Mahiyanggana, Kandy, Nuwara Eliya, Bandarawela and Hikkaduwa Arias. It has been 60 years since diplomatic relations were established between Thailand and Sri Lanka. To foster further the relationship, a film festival was held for 2 days in Colombo. The inaugural function of the film festival was held at the Film Corporation premises. Several ambassadors, including the Thai ambassador in Sri Lanka, and several high commissioners attended the function. The comedy film named P-Math, directed by a minister of Thailand, Benjon Jasinnathako, was screened on Thursday. The film was released in the year 2013. The story of the film depicts the life story of a Thai soldier being spent with the ghost of his wife in a hilarious manner. The newly designated K-Star Road will soon open in the Apgujeong and Cheongdam neighborhoods, where Korea's top talent agencies are clustered. The street will feature large art installations modeled after K-pop stars and aims to become a must-see tourist destination for Hallyu fans. Korea's big talent agencies such as JYP and SM Entertainment are clustered in the Cheongdam and Apgujeong neighborhoods in Seoul. The area is always crowded with Hallyu fans eager to spot their favorite K-pop stars.
Every time we see idols are on TV and they are dancing in front of us, singing and dancing, but we want to see what is like the back-end stage.
Figures of characters representing K-pop stars have been erected in the Apgujeong neighborhood. The nearly 1 kilometer stretch of road has been turned into a K-Star Road to attract more fans to the area. The street is lined with 11 art toys featuring the characteristics of Korean stars like Girls' Generation, EXO and Super Junior. Yuri, a member of the Girls' Generations, said that after actually seeing the figures, she came to want one of the lovely characters. Nearby, boutiques and restaurants frequented by Korean stars will also be advertised to provide a wide variety of Hallyu tourism products from which to choose. As more and more individual foreign tourists visit Korea, the number of visitors staying at guest houses is increasing as well. This type of lodging is growing quite popular as the rooms are more affordable and the accommodations offer uniquely Korean experiences. Scott, a tourist from America, plans to stay in Korea for about 2 weeks. He had made lots of friends during his stay at a private guest house in a quiet residential neighborhood.
I think as a traveler, it's something you really look for. You want to find like-minded people who share sort of a spirit of adventure, and I definitely find that here at the Oasis Guest House.
The homeowner, who is fluent in English, provides his guests with opportunities to experience Korean culture and has even gone to concerts with them in the past. Kim Gyung-rak, who is a guest house owner, says guest houses differ greatly by who the hosts are. Traditional Korean-style guest houses with their typical tranquil atmosphere are also popular. Joyce, a tourist from Hong Kong, says she had experienced Korean traditional culture and felt at home. People were nice and the breakfast was very good. Urban guest houses registered with the city of Seoul numbered roughly 670 last year, tripling over the past 3 years. The city of Seoul plans to promote the guest houses by holding 2 rounds of briefings on the private accommodations this year. A grand bullfighting competition was held in southwest China's Guizhou province, feasting spectators' eyes with a fierce yet wonderful battle last Sunday afternoon. A total of 24 buffaloes from some cities in Guizhou fought for the top 3 rounds of preliminary contests, semi-finals and finals. Thousands of spectators from neighboring cities descended on the bull ring to watch the competition. Furious and bloodless scenes won frequent applause. The annual bullfighting, held on 25th of the first month of the lunar year, is a tradition existing for thousands of years. Many cities across China held various folk activities to celebrate the traditional Lantern Festival recently. A molten iron splashing show, known locally as Raohua or whirling flowers, was put on in Zhangjiakou in North China's Hebei province in celebration of the Chinese Lantern Festival. The whirling molten iron flowers show is a unique and traditional folk performance in Zhangjiakou's Zhuolu County for the Lantern Festival. It was staged in a local square and attracted a large audience, including both locals and tourists. The Raohua performance dates back more than 100 years and has been listed as an item of Hebei provincial intangible cultural heritage. During the show, performers wearing protective clothing fastened 2 wire cages filled with charcoal, coke and iron pieces to each side of a pole. As the pole spins, molten iron splashes erupt from top of it and whirl around like flowers as big as 60 meters in diameter. A tourist says it's the most beautiful picture she had ever taken. It was amazing. According to folklore, the Raohua performance was created by an elderly shepherd who splashed molten iron into the sky in order to scare away wild beasts from his sheep. The molten iron splashing later developed into a tradition ritual for local people to pray for good harvest and peace. In Beijing, folk artisans led the visitors to a bazaar which imitates a famous bazaar during the reign of Emperor Qianlong from 1736 to 1795. Visitors there could enjoy an atmosphere of ancient China. In Pingxi County, southwest China's Sichuan province, as a tradition, local residents walked in lines to the field, each holding a special lantern to pray for health and prosperity. Iranians celebrated an old tradition called Chahar Shanbei Suri, or Festival of Fire, which falls on the last Tuesday evening of Persian calendar year. The festival is a prelude of Nowruz, which marks the arrival of the spring season. People come out with friends and family to celebrate and enjoy this occasion and usually set off fireworks and make bonfires, following an ancient tradition dating back to 1700 BC. Festival of Fire celebration starts in the evening, with people making bonfires in the streets and jumping over them. Some believe jumping over bonfires is a way of taking away negative energy, sickness and problems, and in turn getting fulfillment, warmth and energy. With spring having just stepped in to chase away the cold season, winter seems to be overstaying its welcome in Iran, especially in the western parts of the country. In recent days, people in western provinces have woken up to see, much to their surprise, a blanket of snow covering streets and alleys this time around while celebrating the Persian New Year. In the capital Tehran, the temperatures have dropped considerably, with snow already covering mountainous areas in the north of the city. The cold spell has dumped up to 20 centimeters of snow in some areas, though the amount of snow which has fallen in most provincial areas is not too much to disrupt the flow of traffic. In the last Persian year, which just ended in March 21st, Iran received considerably less precipitation than the year before, so any occasions of rain or snowfall brings smiles to the faces of folks across the nation. The main tower of Himeji Castle is shown to the media, ending a 6-year renovation of the UNESCO World Heritage Site in Hyogo Prefecture, Western Japan. The renovated tower was opened to the public for the first time in 5 years on March 27. Exhibits in the castle tower offer visitors the sense of what life was like in the Edo period, which ran from the early 17th century to the mid-19th. Visitors with smartphones or tablet computers can also use them at selected places in the castle to play videos depicting bygone times. A hidden room used to conceal samurai warriors for ambushing the enemy was also unveiled to reporters for the first time. A Japanese university and an auto parts maker have rolled out a vehicle with a mind of its own. The single-seat electronic prototype is equipped with artificial intelligence. The Chiba Institute of Technology and Manufacture Aisin Seiki said the device weighs about 40 kilograms. The driver can stand or sit, and the vehicle folds up and can be pushed or pulled. Its artificial intelligence allows it to detect people and objects. It automatically slows or stops to avoid collisions. Aisin officials aim to put the vehicle into practical use within 5 years. They say it could be used in parks, shopping centers, and other locations. The Japanese casual clothing chain Uniqlo started selling kabuki-style clothes in France recently. The t-shirts and bags with kabuki designs are being produced in cooperation with the operator of Kabuki Theatre in Japan. A promotional event was held in a Uniqlo store in Paris. Actor Ichikawa Enosuke gave a kabuki performance. The customers enjoyed watching the traditional art. Uniqlo aims to promote the kabuki-style clothing range and Japanese culture around the world. The chairman and president of Fast Retailing, the operator of Uniqlo, Tadashi Yanai, says not only Japanese but also people from other countries are becoming interested in kabuki. He hoped they will enjoy the culture and get to know it better.